Miss Nichole Woods she's retired. She's an educator. She's a mother. She's the first Afro-American RVP in the Midwest. Wow, that says a lot. And here's what I love about her. She's a woman living in purpose and on purpose. Y'all say it with me. She's a woman living in purpose and what? On purpose. There you go, Sue Ford. There you go. On purpose and in purpose. I love it. And I just want to thank her for her time to come on here today and just share with us what's on her heart, because she's a great teacher and a great leader. Without further ado, can we give a warm welcome to Regional Vice President Platinum, the one and only Mr. Nichole Woods.
My God, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. I'm so excited to be on this call, and I always look to keep my commitment. Mr. Al Thomas, thank you so much for creating this opportunity where we can get together, and we're not going to be together long today. Let me tell you guys, I am at the RVP leadership, the RVP SVP leadership right now in Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all just got to get here. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you that can motivate you, that can move you. I had to run to my room, and I was so encompassed in what Mr. Tony Kupas was saying. I couldn't stop writing when Mr. Greg Provenzano was speaking. Listen, I'm not a detailed person, just so you know. But when Mr. Dave Merriman, and he's very technical, he makes sure we stay in line with the ethics of ACN, I was enthralled. It is so much that is happening in our business right now that if we do not take full advantage, it's no one else's fault but our own. We can't blame your upline. You can't say, oh, well, Mr. Al Thomas, you've been training on this, but you didn't train on that. It is up to you to do your due diligence in this business. Listen, I'm so excited. I'm so excited off of what has been shared, but this is what's really important. I'm not a person that's real excitable. I will laugh and jump and holler with you if you're excited, but I'm the on the inside type of person. It is really about not just what is happening here, but it's really about taking the information to the marketplace. It is so crazy today, just the information that the company has put out there for us. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about the RVP leadership, but guess what? I can't tell you what they talked about. You gotta be here. You gotta be here. But with that still being said, I can come from the heart about exactly what it takes to win in this business. So I hope you guys have your notebooks out. I hope you got your pens ready. You may even need a pencil because you may have to scratch and erase and do stuff. Look, whatever it is, let's get it started. Everybody has good and bad habits, right? You know, I got some good habits, I got some bad habits. And of course, most of the bad habits, you just don't display them. You know, there's stuff that only your significant other or your spouse sees. It's stuff that you do by yourself. With different good habits, of course, people, it's seen on a wider basis. So any good habits that we have, let's continue to cultivate those good habits. However, with any bad habits that we have, and it doesn't matter, I'm not just talking about our business, but whatever bad habits we have, stop being your habit. People are looking at you. Stop being your habit, because success breeds success. So I know I'm saying, you know, this is the RVP conference today, and on Wednesday is the regional directors conference. If you're not a regional coordinator, if you're not a regional director, if you're not a regional vice president, if you're not a senior vice president, if you're not a senior vice president platinum, it's because of your work ethic. Doesn't matter what trainings, Mr. Al Thomas, he can go on a 24-hour committed training session where you can jump in anytime you felt like, and he was always going to be on a Zoom doing some type of training. He can do it for a full 24 hours. And I know for sure he could do it for a full 24 hours. Now, is that beneficial for his sleep time? No. Is it beneficial even for his business? No. But let's say hypothetically, he went on a 24-hour training session. so you can learn any and everything about this business. If you don't put it into place, it's not his fault. It's your work ethic that's keeping you from the positions. So this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to get a checklist. And on your checklist, you're going to commit to creating habits within the first 21 to 30 days. Creating the habits that need to be cultivated in order to be a better person. Now, in our ACM business, these are some of the habits that you want to cultivate. Piquing interest. That's a habit that if you do for 21 to 30 days, boy, oh boy, it can, you can do it with your eyes closed. Mindset. What are you reading? What are you watching? Who are you hanging with? What are you doing? If it's not serving you in your business, if you're not, your mindset isn't focused on your spiritual awareness with the Lord or whoever you serve, help yourself to happiness, with your family, with your ACM business. If you're not cultivating those habits in the next 21 to 30 days, you're already losing. It's mindset. And then just go out and do it. Don't wait for, I'm going to do this on February 1st. They ain't ready for what's about to happen. February 1st, it's going down. I'm doing my 21, 30 days on February. No, start right now. Just do it. You don't have to wait for your upline to tell you it's okay to win. You have to wait for your spouse to say, okay, you on a 21 to 30 day, I ain't going to say nothing to you negatively. You don't have to wait for your job to say, well, here's an opportunity because you'll have some vacation time. Just do it. Always remember the pain and the pleasure of doing versus not doing. So for me personally, I'm not a person that's motivated by the pleasure. I'm motivated by the pain. I don't want to go back to what was happening back in 2008 when I had my daughter. I don't want to go back to what happened prior to the pandemic. I don't want to go back to what happened in October of 2022 in my business. So I'm not waiting on anyone to tell me what I can, if I can, when I can, and how I can. So if you're doing this for 21 to 30 days, and this is a habit, this is busted all the way out. Let's go for 90 days. If you could do 30, for sure, continue to cultivate that habit, 90 days, it will change your life. Write it down. If I can cultivate the right habits, that means keep them going after the 21 to 30 days. Let's do a 90-day blitz. It will change your entire life. Trust me when I tell you, it's now no longer a habit. It's a commitment. Listen, I wish I had time. I had wrote some stuff down in the crazy internet here. I couldn't even show you the slides I want to show you today. It doesn't matter. I can have a conversation because it's in here. 90 days is no longer a habit. It's now a commitment. So these are the 3 things that we do in ACN. And I love all of my military friends because every time they talk to me and I say something to them, they'll be like, oh, okay, tracking. And I used to think that was so funny. Now I say it all the time. So what are we tracking in ACN? There's 3 things that we're tracking in ACN. We track presentations, we track qualifying reps, and we track getting customers. And then the asterisk that you can put in there if you choose to is follow up. But the 3 things that we track is presentations, getting reps qualified, and getting customers. So here's the deal. If Mr. Al Thomas is your upline, and this is how it was when I first got started in ACN, we never let our upline miss money. Ever. I wasn't even thinking about myself when I first got started in the business. All I knew was I had an upline that was selfless in helping me build my business. So why would I let my upline miss out on money? And because he took time away from his family and he was helping me build my business. Never missed a check. And ding, 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 that was great because that meant I didn't miss one either, and neither did the new rep. So ask yourself this question. What are you worth? You can even, unmute. Somebody unmute if you want to. What are you worth? No wrong answer, because I know y'all like, oh Lord, please don't. What are you worth? If you got to place it in the chat, what are you worth? Let me look and see who's saying what right now. What are you worth?
10,000 a month.
10,000 a month. All right, who else? What are you worth? I'll take one more answer. And here's the deal. There's no wrong answer. What are you worth?
Unlimited possibilities.
Unlimited possibilities. So here's the deal. No wrong answer, right? What you are worth, the answer is your word. You can't do 10,000. You can't have unlimited possibilities if you're not your word. So you have to be your word. So in 2023, this is what's happening. Write this down. Say, I am a talent. I'm looking for talent. I'm a talent scout. You're a talent scout. You're looking for talent in 2023, and you're not giving ACN away. Please stop diminishing your business. Please stop waiting on your best friend to approve. Please stop waiting on your spouse to give you permission. You only got one social security number. It was yours. And I get the whole, we got to communicate. I get it. I know what it looks like. But I came here with one social. My husband has a job that I do not want to do. I never applied for it. That's why I do not work there. So in doing this business, doesn't matter if he likes it or if he does not. He did not sign up. Well, I did. I signed him up, but that's a whole nother story. But he does not do ACN. It's okay. I'm not waiting on my husband's permission to win. So many of you right now are scared to share the opportunity because you're afraid of what people will say, how you will look. You're losing. And the whole time they're looking at you like it doesn't work because you're so busy waiting. You right now, at this very moment, I don't know what time it is, you are now a talent scout and you're looking for talent and you're not giving ACN away. Period. Stop. The cake is done. We're not doing that anymore. So now that we are all on the same page, you want to look for people who are better than you. And then we just funnel them to the events. So listen, events, honestly, it helps introduce the new people and it helps them go ETL. Of course, with you, leadership, training, and support, and it helps you go ETL again. So when new, it's our job, honestly, to stabilize the results, and that will be the evidence that will honestly be the belief for them, 1000%. When you can stabilize the results, that creates the evidence of belief for them, and it creates confidence and it removes fear. So our job is to help new people get promoted and get paid. That's it. Help them get promoted and get paid. All of our preparation is to get a result. 1000%. Is to get a result. And so am I self-scouting? Absolutely. So should you, but you should want to look for people who are better than you, who are just like you, who want more. Leaders create leaders. That's all I do in this business is look for new leaders. I'm not looking for the next CQ. I'm not looking for the next ETL. I'm not looking for the fastest regional director. I'm looking for leaders. I don't want to be the one-man show. You shouldn't either. So if you are self-scouting as you should, make that one more phone call. Do that one more meeting. If you do this for a month with reevaluation and accountability, it will help you pack out your business. It will help you go ETL again. It will help your team members go ETL. This is proof. This is evidence of creating and providing belief to yourself and your team that ACN works. So when people say to me, oh, I don't know, I tried ACN before, but it didn't really work for me. How in the free world could you lie to yourself, and I do call them liars, and say that ACN does not work? Do you mean that when you got started with ACN, it worked for that little bit of time when you were hyped or somebody hyped you up, but the moment you stop, that means you no longer paid a gas bill, an electric bill, a cell phone bill, a home phone bill, identity theft protection, you didn't take no trips, you don't have no health care insurance? Don't tell me it don't work. We got every single service essential. Travel is essential nowadays. People can't ready to get out of here. They can't wait. It's essential. So it only worked while you were trying it, being a try baby for a little bit. But now that you decided it, you just couldn't make it happen because your cousin said it wouldn't work and they did Excel or some other, network marketing. That's great. I believe in all of them. Your favorite cousin did Mary Kay, but so now they told you, and so now it don't. ACN does work, will work, and continue to work. We're 30-year proof that it works. But what you tell yourself outside of what other people try to tell you and what you choose to internalize, and when you stop making excuses and you have some Sam Foster backbone posture about your business, can't nobody tell you that ACN don't work. And if you got a strong enough why, it don't matter what they say. I don't care about what my aunt says. I don't want her job. I don't care about what my favorite cousin says who's retired. I don't want his income. I'm expanding the business. So when I talk to people, whether it's via social media, in person, here's what you want to do, because you heard Mr. Thomas talk about different events that he's going to be at, in Texas, and he named some other places. I was getting on, so I wasn't as present, and I apologize. But listen to this. Find out, no matter where he is and where you are there contacts in your area? So we have an event every Tuesday in Cleveland, a live event. So I'm looking for other people in Cleveland, but I know Mr. L. Thomas is going to be in Texas. So I'm going to be looking for people in Texas. And then I talk to them. And then, whether it's on social media or in person or through a referral, when I get them on the phone, I tell them, look, I'm expanding my business in that market, and I want to show you this business. And I invite them to take a look at it and decide just like I did. And then I move them into the next event, Emerge, Elevate. They'll either become an independent business owner, a customer, and I'm still going to get referrals. That's it. Like, it's so super simple to do this business. We just in our minds, we just make it so cloudy and try to overcomplicate what's so super simple. You're the driving force to creating momentum in your business. So you have to get this, you guys. You have to take full ownership. Leading by example and having events to get independent business owners, to get customers, to get referrals. It's all about the training put into action. If you are not following the leadership training and support, everybody's doing something different. You got the cymbals playing with the drums. You got the drums playing with the little triangle. You got the conductor with another conductor on the side, and the temple is this, but the other temple is, everybody is doing something different. We have to get back to the basics of mastering the mundane, acquiring a customer, peaking, presentations, going in and your downtime, looking and reviewing over the ACN Compass, understanding the compensation plan. We're going to cut out just talking about that ridiculous bonus, even though it's amazing. Why is that? Because people then only focus on the ridiculous bonus, even though it's amazing. So after they get it, they feel like they've accomplished something. When you break down that compensation plan and you talk to them about becoming an independent business owner with the amazing bonus, and then you talk to them about getting qualified and becoming a CQ, and then we're not stopping there. Let's talk about what it's going to look like to you becoming an executive team leader and what that looks like. And then tell people for real, listen, when you get an ETL in your business, because you're going to get this amount of money when people get started, but when you break another ETL, guess what? Zero money is now coming to you once they get qualified. You got to understand the compensation plan, explain the compensation plan, or you are going to lose some leaders. But it's okay that once they get executive team leader, you're no longer getting anything because you're at the same position. Let me tell you why it's okay, because regional coordinator, let me show you, boom, what happens there. But it's okay after that's done, and we keep creating leaders, which keeps advancing the compensation plan for you, what also keeps advancing your residual income. Let's talk about regional director. Boom, we breaking regional directors. You out here in these streets doing that? It's okay. Let's talk about the momentum that's taking place so you can get your regional vice president. Boom, you regional vice president. You got 3 other leaders running behind you because they don't want to be left behind. Oh my goodness. What? You regional vice president gold? Oh my goodness. You're regional vice president platinum, and then boom, you senior vice president. What? You're not leaving Swaggerty out there by itself to be a regional vice president platinum? You this close? Why is that? Because we didn't just focus on a bonus, but we explained very clearly the compensation plan, and we learned how to master it. Look, if you only good right now at getting gas, electric, and Truby, do that. I tell people all the time, just take time to master 2. Now, gas and electric is 1. When we're not doing that, well, I'm gonna master these 2. They one and the same. You can do it at the same time. Find 2 things that you are good at in this business, master it. Once you've mastered it and you've been able to teach it, pick up another 2. We got a plethora of services that you can learn and be great at. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited. They shouldn't let me in that room today because they'd have messed around and messed up, because they just gave me some more insight on how to lead to other people and myself to activity and production, which is just evidence of this business. So honestly, what's next? Claim ownership of your business. Not going to be here long. I'm actually overdue. Claim ownership of your business. That's it. Remember your why and the task at hand. And don't let nobody get you off of your stick. It's yours. Follow the system and just give everybody the opportunity to decide. It's really that simple. Make a list to get people on and off your list. Remember to show up the right way, because people will judge you before they even see the opportunity. And don't, how do I say this? Don't disrespect your resources. This is a resource. Your upline, your sideline, your downline, Mr. Al Thomas, is a resource. Don't disrespect your resource by feeling like, you understood some things, you got some things in order, and now you're the deal. No, you're not. Even as an RVP, I don't even want to be the deal. I want to have a Mr. Al Thomas do my meetings for me. I have my executive team leaders who just hit do my meetings for me. I don't want to be the deal. Because the moment that you're the deal, you now got to do certain things and make certain things and create certain things. That is not about a system where we all win together when we do things the right way. So, for me, I'm not being the deal. I'm going to promote each and every one of you. I'll call you all to do a presentation for me, close them and everything. And then what will we do? We'll lead them into the next event, no matter what the next event is. Now, the 2 biggest events coming up is our Emerge event, January 21st in Costa Mesa. And here's the deal about that. You want to go to Costa Mesa, but you don't want to just be celebrated. Everybody clapping, for Catherine Williams for hitting positions. And she didn't bring nobody with her. She needs to have a team clapping. You need to have your negative spouse. Some of y'all sleeping with the enemy. It's okay. You committed to that. And listen, it ain't. I used to laugh at that when I would hear it. Not a big deal. Y'all not supposed to be doing the same thing, maybe. That's what makes us different. But you need to have them there so that they can meet a Mr. Al Thomas, meet other leaders where you're being overly supported and you're being praised for the progress. Have your best friend that's been laughing at you and won't be a customer. Bring them. And then out of the emerge event, we go to elevate, where now your team is being promoted with you, shaking the hands of the founders in front of thousands of people, and you're being celebrated. Listen, they won't be laughing long, but you'll be laughing strong and creating a business that can sustain time. Nobody is ever going to stop cooking hot meals, taking hot showers, making phone calls, protecting themselves and their family, wanting to find the healthcare that can be just as effective without the cost. And nobody out here is going to stop kicking it and traveling. And we are in every single market. And listen, we got more to come. So build your business within this business. My goal is not to leave ACN with a legacy. They've already done that before I even got started. My goal is to have a legacy for my family. I am a living legacy today in my house. And you know why I created that? Because I asked my daughter, you know, who do you like? She said, oh, I love Beyonce. That's my favorite idol. Negative, she ain't brought nothing into this household to pay for your private schooling. Now, unless you're going to go out there and shake it like Beyonce, I'll learn how to sew like Tina. But until then, living legacy is right here. And today she doesn't look towards anyone else. She knows her mother is building something that is going to outlast me and make sure her and her children are taken care of for the rest of their lives. Why are you building this business? Who are you building this business for? What do you want to become in and outside of this business, and allow this opportunity to help you do that? So on that note, Mr. Thomas, you know, I'm super excited that you got me on here. When we get done, I'm going to run and put something in my belly, go get some more information to bring back to the masses. And if you sleep long, you sleep wrong, because we going to do it.